to do this, that, and the other. Ugh, irritating. But it's okay. We're in a good space now. And that hasn't happened for a long time. So it's fine. I'm just sorry it happened to happen when you were.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, stuff happens.
Okay. Ooh.
It says live streaming.
Yes, we doing it, baby. Oh, let me record.
Okay.
Even though I think it already records, so I don't think it's a big problem. I mean, the live is okay. Okay. Let me see our lovely peeps. Don't pay for top chat, people. Please don't. Okay. Whoever says I love Courtney, the first two people that do get a healing recommendations for anybody they want. So we got Sandra Fig and June Murphy. I love Courtney.
Well, thank you, everyone.
We all do. Actually, let's do.
I love everyone too. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm very grateful.
Oh, so you guys can email me at elisa@atlantiscalar.com. I have to say scalar when I talk because otherwise it'll do an ER at the end instead of AR. So it's Atlantis Scalar, just like I had to do Eric. Otherwise they spell it with a C. It's so funny. Anyway, so yeah, just email me and I'll tell you what information to give me, and we'll get Archangel Eric to work his magic on your healing recommendations. All right. So we got Courtney at CourtneyDillon.com here.
Hi, everyone.
Wonderful woman, wonderful mother, wonderful channel, wonderful healer. So yeah, we're very honored to have Courtney on our side, right?
I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful to work with you, Elisa.
Thank you,
everybody.
Oh, all right. So, Stephanie. Oh wait, no, I gotta do one by one. Sorry about that. Vincent Berry,
okay, Vincent
from Georgia, would like to know who my guides are. Well, and if there's a message, names with guides, they don't care really. I mean,
well, he has Alex.
Okay.
He looks like he's wearing a yellow t-shirt and jeans. It's very specific. And I see him, he has like 2 braids. He looks like he might be like Native American or something like that.
Oh, cool.
So that's his guide. Yeah, that's what he's telling me.
Any messages from Alex?
Don't give up. Because there's a feeling of frustration for Vincent right now. He's feeling like a little bit like he's spinning his wheels. Eric says hi. He says hi, Mom. Spinning his wheels.
Eric, I'm sorry. I almost never forget anymore, but I'm sorry. I love you.
I know, and he knows that you say it all the time, so it's fine. But he just
every day.
He's spinning his wheels a little bit, and he doesn't feel like he can get much traction in his life. So just ask for help, a little more help, and he can get it. And he will also, things are going to start to shift soon for Vincent.
Who does he ask for help? Alec?
Oh. Yeah, ask him. It's his main guide, it looks like, and Eric can help him. Asking universe, spirit, our higher self. Eric says it's all the same thing.
That's true. We're all connected.
Yeah. True. So, but whatever you want to, not asking for help, like as outside of ourselves, right? Eric's saying this. It's really knowing that when we're kind of like working on something, we're being given an opportunity to learn a deeper lesson. That's always what presents us in our life, is just an opportunity. And he said this earlier to somebody, so it's interesting he's mentioning it again. He says that we can see our life from an expanded perspective, like almost imagine like bird's eye view. Like, what are we trying to learn? Asking that question a lot. And I have to ask myself that question, because we all have problems, all of us, everybody in human bodies.
Detach ourselves and look from an aerial view, don't we?
Sometimes. We do. I mean, that's been a theme of today, and all the readings and all the messages that come forth. It's just like, look at this just imagine if you can look at any problem in your life, one, as an opportunity, which is hard to do, but
I know, but it's always there.
It's always there. And two, to see if you can almost like step back and look at it from a larger perspective. Like, what am I trying to learn? Is there something I'm trying to heal or clear? What is the deeper pattern coming up? And there will always be, he shows me like a pot of gold if you look hard enough. So yeah, I think that's for all of us.
Yeah,
that's
it
Eric's
is.
lesson for today. So
lesson of the day. No, but it's true. And if you ask what it is, actually it's channeled quite easily. I mean, the first thing that comes to your mind is usually, the lesson that you're
it's like you're learning to take the pop of information, because so often what we do is we'll get something and then we'll be like, oh, I think I made that up. Oh, that can't be right. Or another thing that happens a lot when we're learning to trust our knowing and our messages, we get something, but it's not what we want to hear. So we're like, no, that's not right. You know what I mean? Which I've done that.
Right.
You're like, I don't want that to be.
I need to cut back on carbs. Oh, that must not be right.
Right. Or I need to stop dating this guy. Oh, that can't be right.
Yeah, really.
So,
all right. So yeah. And if you don't get anything through your heart, you could just say, make it stronger. Channel this to me stronger. I use that all the time in the scalar field.
And it helps a lot, huh?
It does. It really does. It comes. All right. So Stephanie Clark, can scalar energy work greatly improve poor eyesight and hearing loss?
Yes. Yes, it can. For Stephanie's I don't want to give like 100% because there's always going to be people that say it didn't work or whatever. But yeah, it looks like it's pretty darn helpful for most people.
Yeah, so far. Far. All right. Hello to everybody saying hello.
Hi.
Kelly Marie. We just talked not that long ago in June. Okay. All right. Elena Lazarova.
Elena, okay.
Elena, does my dear friend Anastasia, who sadly passed away from COVID a few months ago, have a message for me, please? Oh, Anastasia.
Man, she is in a great place, but it's so unexpected for everyone because it didn't even look like she had some people have had underlying health stuff or whatever. It was just out. It was just like a ton of bricks.
Oh.
She's in a good place. I feel like she has kids. Tell everyone that I'm okay. Tell everyone I'm okay. She's good. She has a bright personality. So yeah.
Was this an exit point for her? Was it contracted in some way?
Yeah. So Eric shows me if you leave the earth, it's a possible exit point. Meaning that, we have these, like he shows me, I go like this because he's like over here today.
Yeah.
But we have like a line. He's showing me a timeline. Thank you. And so there's like little dots on it, or almost like nodes, I guess you could call them.
Okay.
Each of these represents a possible exit point. And so it just depends on a soul level which one we pick, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But it's not everything's completely set in stone, yet there are moments that are predetermined where we may leave the earth. So, and yes, is the answer to her, that it was an exit point, but she had no idea.
Okay. Hi, Bonnie. I know you. Hi, Ava. Anyway, Sandra, actually her name is Cassandra. My grandfather, Jose Figueroa, passed just 1 week ago. Did he feel anything different that day? And any messages he would like to give? Thank you.
He's a really strong person. Her grandfather, like he has a strength about him, and he had a strong will to live and a strong character. He left like that because of his strength. He had to leave. I don't know if it was suddenly or what, but it feels like he had to leave like that because he didn't want this drawn out like goodbye, I guess.
Okay.
So
Yeah. I don't like that either. When, like, for example, when anybody, it's like Annika, when she stays here for a weekend, then she has to go back to her residency in Austin. It's like, oh, please just leave already. I just get, you're making me sick. I tell her, I feel sick. It's like, you make me sick.
yeah,
you just painful.
You don't like long goodbyes.
I don't like it. All right, Christina. I don't know anything more than just Christina. She didn't
That's
leave.
fine.
Can I ask what one of my soul lessons is? I guess the major one, the main one. You guys be sure to leave first name, last initial. If you can leave a city or town, that'd be great too. But
Okay, Christina, soul lessons.
Yeah.
I hear she has lessons around forgiveness, and it feels like not necessarily that she has to, they're just making a they're distinguishing this forgiveness of other people in her family. It's not about condoning behavior. That's not it. Because sometimes we don't condone things that people do, right? But coming to a place of forgiveness within herself is a major theme for her in this life.
That's hard. That's forgiveness is a big lesson of mine too. Paige, P-A-I-G.
Sorry, Eric made me laugh because how's that going, Mom?
Oh, well, I'm working on it.
I know.
N, P-A-I-G-E, last initial N, from Georgia. I wanted to ask Eric if I will get the scholarship to the school I applied for today, and if this is the right move for me in my future.
He shows me a medal, like a medal, like she's wearing a medal. And so is that a yes? Yes. Okay. She gets a scholarship. And will she get it today? I don't know if she gets it today, but
she just applied today. So probably.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I don't feel like she gets it today. So soon. Is this the right direction? Yeah, it feels like the right direction, and it will become more clear to her that it is the way to go. Something about, she'll just know. She has a knowing.
Okay.
That he's teaching us today about the larger perspective, but also trusting what we know. Trusting, like, we know things about ourselves and our life,
and don't second guess. Don't let people tell you you're wrong and you're a different person than you are, etc. All right. So Ulicia, I know her last name starts with a C. Will I lose my job? E-U-L-E-C-I-A.
It feels like there's a possibility of this. I'm sorry to say, I don't like to give people bad news very often.
Maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say as the next thing out of my mouth is that if you lose your job, it's because you're meant to get a different one and it's going to be a better job. Something they're like cutting down or down. What's the word? Downsizing? Yeah, they're cutting down or downsizing. And so it does feel like that is a possibility. Yeah.
All right. All right. Lease, L-E-E-S-E, last initial D. Ever since I was a child, I remember always feeling a strong pull to find my soulmate and feel true love. Why is that? And will I meet him soon?
Eric said, everybody wants to know about love. You know, that's always, he's not putting anybody down, but he's just saying, that's just the,
of course, yeah.
You have felt the pull because you do have a soulmate that you are meant to meet in this lifetime. Soon. Soon's not, that soon's vague, please. Let me see. Feels like within the year, early next year possible. It's not. So you are meant to meet a soulmate. So one thing that's helpful for this is just putting, kind of like connecting with this person through the field. Begin to talk to, it feels like a him, begin to talk to him. Just get to know him on a soul level. It feels like,
and imagine yourself with him and with a wonderful relationship and laughing and talking and getting married, whatever. I mean, just imagine it already being so, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Cassandra May, hello, hello all. Can you possibly connect me with my late grandmother, Joyce? Why do they say late? Anyway, Joyce L. Link from Dansville, New York. Does she have any messages for me? She visits me in my dreams. I love and
Yeah,
miss.
Joyce is one of her primary guides. Has taken on the role. Oh, so this is interesting. Joyce has taken on the role of her Joyce is busy, number one. Like Joyce is always busy in life, did everything for everybody, very just, always helping people kind of person. She's taken on the role of her primary guide for her and watching over her family. So she's watching, making sure everybody's okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Ruth, how you doing? I haven't heard from you in a long time. All right. Colleen McEachern. I'm probably botching that name. I'm so sorry. Uncle Jimmy wants to tell him hello and that I said thank you. Does he have a message for me? Uncle Jimmy for Colleen.
He's like smoking a cigar. I see smoke.
Okay.
So he's making me laugh. This Uncle, he's a character. Uncle Jimmy is a character. I also see him in one of those shirts that's like doesn't have sleeves. That's like an undershirt.
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
And I can see like a little bit of like chest hair. Anyway, that's Uncle Jimmy. He's good, staying busy. He says.
Any
Character.
Other than that.
Things aren't bad up here. Pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Any advice for her? Maybe that's what she's asking. I'm not sure.
He's not one seeing like horses and betting. I don't know if he likes to bet. I'm not sure. He's not one to really give advice, but just to know that things like when he had some fear of death, like he wasn't 100% thinking that it was going to be okay, but he realizes now when he's crossed over that it's not too bad.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, Cynthia 182. Don't know her last initial, but any messages for my spirit guides?
They're trying to get her to pay attention a little bit. Like she feels like she doesn't get clear messages or something. Maybe she feels blocked. And they're sort of just going like, hello, like that.
Oh.
I mean, they do that to me too. So there's no put down here. Like they do that to all of us, right?
Yeah.
So just learn to get quiet, a little more quiet throughout your life, throughout your day. Noticing, just like start paying a little more, not attention to your life, but just how you doing? Checking in with yourself is what the message is.
Yeah. And that could be physical, like where do I feel and what does that mean? And how does my heart feel? What does my heart tell me? Yeah.
Yeah. Eric agrees with that. And he says something like frequently, not obsessively, but just every now and again, just scanning your physical body, kind of noticing your emotional state, not, just like, how am I doing? I mean, it's so interesting that as humans, we don't do that much. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I could say that today, for some reason, I've been feeling like unsettled, like in my stomach, it's like butterflies.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that happens when I'm about to have a fender bender or whatever, But
yeah, like you have a feeling that something's well, a couple things. That's your anxiety. That's your anxiety cue. You also pick up on future energies. So is it about you? Is it collective? You're picking up on kind of the vibe is what I'm getting. Like external, it's a bit nutty.
Out there, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's enough Hallmark movies that'll make that go away. All right, so that's okay. Marie.
He shows me wine. You can have some wine. He's joking.
Oh no, I do enough of that. Marie Andrea Hernandez Gal. What is going on with my mom, Rosa Gal de Hernandez? I know this family. eyes and sight. Could scalar energy heal her sight, her optic nerve, and her lymphoma non-Hodgkin's with brain metastasis?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say some of her optic nerve is like looks compromised. So can you I do think scalar would probably help.
But
Would it get it 100%? I don't know. No, maybe not.
okay. What about low dose naltrexone with scalar energy? Would that help? Because
That has more energy actually.
yeah,
Those two
low
things
dose
together.
naltrexone, it increases in kelvins and all these anti-tumor chemicals. So, I also I added to everybody's work tripling the endorphins and that at night. And that's super important because that normalizes the immune system and stops pathologic inflammation. Of course, cancer has its roots in inflammation too. All right, Eva Habeck. Any messages from Eric and about her son Robert? I'd like to know that too. Robert Dickerson. I hope I didn't overstep.
No, it's Robert. Oh, he's having a hard time. He will come. He really feels like he will come out of this.
Good.
Whatever the struggle is,
It's liver. It's liver related.
Yeah.
I want him to have a liver transplant, but he has to, pass through a certain period of time for that to happen.
Yeah, exactly. There is a shift for the better. He is able to come out of this okay. So I think he must be able to get a transplant. Keep the faith.
I've done a whole bunch of scalar work on him. Has that had any effect? Is that part of why he's gotten better or not?
It's yes, he's gotten better because of that. And it's also what's the word? Prolonged, like he's able to go for longer to wait for the transplant. Does that make sense? Like he's doing yeah, so right. Yes is helpful.
So Eva, I want you and anybody else who would agree to this to see Robert as healthy, no ascites, no yellowing. I mean, just totally healthy and happy and energetic. See that. I mean, I think that we're used to seeing people we love who are sick as ill, and thought creates reality. So I think that would really help. Maybe. What do I know?
No. I agree on that. I'm just asking if there's like a spiritual contract or something he has to learn. I'm just trying to find out more information here.
Oh, okay.
No, not necessarily that he can get better, So I feel keep the faith is what the answer here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Olivia says, my neighbor's name is Cheryl Messick, Messick, from North Carolina. How is her dog Dutch doing in heaven? Oh, any messages from Dutch?
Yeah, I was like, oh, poor Dutch. Dutch is great. Dutch is the kind of dog that how they like my dog is like this. I'm just like said a little prayer to all the spirits that she stays quiet during this YouTube. But what Dutch is like, kind of like sassy, like struts down the street getting people to look at him, that kind of dog. So I can see him doing the same thing. So he's doing the same thing. He's in a good spot.
Any message for Cheryl?
He wants her to stop being so sad. But I'm like, well, he wants her to stop being so sad. And part of the reason he didn't go right away is because he loves Cheryl so much. Oh my God, the love that how dogs, they're like no other.
No,
they can be annoying like no other too. But yeah, he wants her. Even the thought of getting another dog might be a good idea for her.
Will he come back to her as another dog?
Eventually, yes.
Okay.
Eventually.
Okay. Hong Hun, HONGHUYNH. Any message for me from Eric?
There's a lot of studying going on. I'm not sure for what, if it's like a test or what. Hong is trying to study for. I just have this feeling that whatever it is, Hong's going to pass. And I don't know what that means. So I don't know what that's about. So.
All right. William Castro, please ask Eric when I'm going to see results for my scalar session. Sometimes it takes a long time to clear trapped emotions and stuff like that.
Within the next 6 weeks.
Good. Pawnee Patel again. Hi, Eric. She just said hi on the first one, but anyway, hi, Eric. Any message would be great. Also, you were right about meditation, Eric. Hey, that's my boy.
He's happy with her Pawnee, she? Yeah, she. I think.
Yeah.
Happy with her progress. She's really like takes what he says and just like actually, a lot of people are like, oh, I'll do that. And then they never do it. She's really doing it.
Oh my gosh.
It's awesome.
I'm probably one of those people that didn't do it. So you're good, girl.
I mean, he's not maybe completely disagreeing with you, Mom. So you're trying. Sort of.
Right, so any message from Eric?
Keep going. So whatever she learns from meditation is starting to affect her whole life, in that she will be able to really like take a step back in any difficult situation and be like, it's like a higher level of awareness. Okay. So he wants her to keep going with it. And even as she will like, right now, just keep where she's at, but she'll even increase a little bit of time. Doesn't matter about time so much, but something about the calmness of it starts to inform her whole life. Okay.
Elizabeth, and I think her last initials are, if I think this is the same person, from Rochester, New York. Can you tell me about the curse Eric says that's on her? Curses are super common, people. Back in the Middle Ages, the pox.
Yeah, we've all had probably.
Yeah,
spells and curses and
it's terrible.
I mean, and the truth of the matter is we've all been bad also. Sorry to inform people. That. So we probably like put curses on people. So
right, but curse like a pox on you. A lot of people end up here with acne problems. So it's crazy. All right. So anyway, what about
the pox thing? Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago. I'm getting the 1500s. It was a woman.
Typical, yeah.
Put on her. Had to do with farmland.
Okay.
Whatever that is, like means. I don't know. Like they were like fighting over farmland, and then the person that owned the other farmland went to somebody to put a curse. This is, I think, how people just operated in the Middle Ages. I don't know. It feels negative, but that it feels like it's also been cleared. I think you cleared it. Did you clear it? Yeah.
So the curse, what was it for? Pain or poverty or
sickness?
Okay.
It was sorry. This is bad. It was multi-pronged. It has it's horrible.
Oh my God.
These people are horrible.
Yeah. I know, thought creates reality. A curse, like a prayer, there's thought.
Well, so here's the other thing that I've noticed about curses in my work. So they strengthen as generations go along, because somebody will be, so this is really important to know, maybe for your work too. Yeah. One of the things the guide showed me, and I forget who this with, but the person had a curse, same kind of thing, same deal. And we have to go through the 3 prongs. But in 1 second, but they're showing me to say this. So the first generation, they might be like, oh, this person cursed me. Then they tell their kids. Then their kids are like, oh, our family's cursed.
Oh, I see.
And then we're all saying it generation after generation. And then pretty soon it's this like very strong thing because of all the energy the family members have given to it. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. And vows are the same way. Like when we were nuns or monks, a vow of poverty, a vow of silence.
Oh, trust me. I can't remember. I think I have 14 poverty vows. 14.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was like, no wonder
we get rid of all those, man. But I just thought a vow of silence. I'm one of those people end up with speech impediments, like stuttering and all that stuff. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're absolutely right. Like a lot of things we come into with in the world are just almost like a carryover. It's like, it's just like, it's almost as if, one clip on the movie ends, opening scene of the sequel, and here we are. But we're in maybe a different body, but we are having a problem related to this previous life. And that's the image that Eric's showing me right now. It's like, we're in the sequel, so he, obviously he recommends spending your time and energy clearing the lifetime you're in.
Oh yeah.
But if there's something that just does not seem like it will move, look to the past life. Look to the past life.
Exactly. All right. Sue Scribner, what is happening with my thyroid gland?
It's underperforming.
Pretty
It's
common.
not working very well. You've got a thyroid healing, Elisa?
Hormone optimization. And well, if it's Hashimoto's, then the autoimmune relief. So
more and more, and we'd have to ask Eric about this sometime, but more and more people are having thyroid problems that I notice just in my work. Well, he says there's like a diet related component, emotions.
Yeah.
It's almost just like the amount of, and this isn't necessarily for Sue, but this is just like the general issue. I don't know, all the things that we're doing, all the toxicity and all of that. And he shows me just like a overdrive. We're all on overdrive all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And does that
absolutely
stress us out and create imbalances in your body? Yes, absolutely.
Well, Sue, if you haven't had the tune-up in a while, then maybe that, because now I've added that tripling the endorphins, and that will stop the inflammation and the attack on your thyroid. I mean, it's worth it. It's worth a shot, maybe. And also sometimes chakra work for the thyroid, especially addressing the throat chakra, can help too. All right, Rosemary Calvo Shahid. Any messages from my higher self or Eric?
Eric says, careful, I prayed and didn't work.
It's life.
I know, but she can be irritating. Eric says, I'm sorry, let me tune in again. Rosemary
Calvo Shahid.
She is a really, really beautiful soul. He wants her to focus on, she's focused the majority of her life on other people and helping other people. Now it's time to focus on herself and her own love of herself.
Good. Yeah. All right. You're lovable, Rose. Tracy Feeser, my mom, Sharon Stone, is moving in with me in July. Is this a good move? Oh boy, crickets.
He says you already know the answer to that question. It might be challenging. Yeah.
But will it be good in the long run? Is it for the greater good or not?
Yes, I think it is for the greater good, but there's something about, and this is not trying to put anybody down, but there's something about their relationship that, I mean, I guess mother-daughter relationship, everybody has stuff, right? But there's challenge there. And so as you're going into it, it feels like it will be positive eventually, but it feels tricky in some parts. Just to, not to bite your tongue, but to know if it's worth it to fight a battle on everything. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. So
I have a young man that was referred to me that has acute myeloid leukemia, Jacob Manolo. Is he going to make it? I mean, what, or is there anything I can do to help?
He's pretty sick, he's pretty sick right now. It's hard for me to say, no, he's not going to make it. Cause I think doing some energy healing, sending him love.
Okay. I've been doing that.
Those,
I'm looking for more also to try to donor bone marrow cells to increase in numbers. So,
Yeah, I think that's all you can really do right now.
all right.
Mhm.
D, one initial, King. Hello, last year I dreamed I was climbing the tree of life when sick. I had the option to keep climbing or stop. I chose to stay. Was this an exit point for me? If so, to do what? Interesting question.
It was completely, it was such a powerful dream. And yes, that was an exit point. Oh, wow. I mean, also, that's just very incredible dream. Yes, it was an exit point. There's something to do with your family that kept you here, I think. And you have more to learn on a soul level, you said to yourself.
Okay.
Mhm.
June Murphy, I see clear white dots like raindrops that move about sporadically, and I also see objects vibrating when I focus. My family sees this as well. Is it spiritual or bad eyes? Well, I don't think everybody in the family has it, unless they're just
No,
saying,
it's not bad eyes. It's almost like she sees, like, you know how when we perceive physical reality, it feels like, I'm looking at my desk right now. Like, it feels very real and tangible.
yeah,
One of her, and this is unique, a very unique gift, one I've never actually seen before. She kind of can see that it's less dense to her physical reality. So that's why
it is energy, like
Yeah.
fluid energy.
she's seeing fluid energy. Exactly.
Wow.
So she can perceive energy in a way that most people can't, which is
Oh,
really fascinating. So I feel like there's
cool.
something she can do with that gift. I don't know. I'm wondering also if she can see auras around people. There's a lot she can see. So
Yeah, you practice. All right. My name is Lisa B from Las Vegas. Could you tell me if my dog Charlotte is the soul of our pit bull Lulu? She probably already knows the answer.
yeah, they're like merged. I see a merge. Yes.
Oh, that's good. Christine L from Australia. I asked a few weeks ago about what service I needed as per Healing Rex, but you felt I had not had anything done, but I have had the initial service plus the tune-up. Did it not work? Well, the tune-up, if you got it before February 2nd, that wouldn't have included the block of the bleed through from other lives. But Christine L, Australia. Does she need something else?
Self-love.
Okay. All right. Contemplative Candy. Hi. Do I need to do the autism protocol for my boy now? We did the basic package for the household, and that was a recommendation. So I don't know the name, but the autism service has really been very successful.
You've had a lot of people had
Yeah.
some.
But the real success with autism, I mean, I'm sure it's not 100%, but it's just incredible when you have teachers calling the family and saying, why does your daughter not seem to have so many, symptoms of autism?
It feels like, yes, it's a good time to do it.
Okay.
Either now or sometime this summer.
Okay. Janice Link wants to know if she has a galactic family and do they visit her? Any details would be appreciated.
Arcturian.
Oh,
Yes, she's very Janice is interesting.
she is. Yes.
Very
I've
fascinating.
worked with her a lot. She is. Yes, she is.
I almost feel like, and this, I mean this in the best way, like it's just like such a bright, she's like really bright, and she's got this, it's definitely starseed. So get to know, yes, they visit. She has I can see, this is a funny image, but I see her in like now I don't think this is a literal image, but I see her in like a ship and she's zipping around. So she's connections to other planetary systems. So
Cool. All right, Kelly Marie Burke, thank you for everything you guys do. I was wondering what specifically I could do to increase my energy. The fatigue is getting in the way of my enjoyment of my days lately.
Okay, let me ask Eric. She might have a thyroid issue too. See how many people thyroid?
I know. Is it partly Ascension that's responsible for that, or?
He says in part, but there's other stuff going on that's causing it. Kelly. I hear to look at your diet. tweaks and changes in your diet. So maybe something that she's eating that she's like allergic to, that she's feeling fatigued a lot
Yeah.
as a
Well,
result.
they have the new blood test. What is it called? Everly Well or Everwell? You know, that will check for food sensitivity. So you might want to consider that. All right, Dave K. Does my dad, Paul, have a message for me?
I see an image of a chalkboard. I don't know if Paul was a teacher, liked school, or just a learner, avid learner. So that's one thing. He seems very intelligent, very kind. For Dave, if I hear the words that you're a great father, I think either Dave's a father or he will be a father soon. He is an excellent, he's very, that's it. He's very proud of the person he's become.
Oh,
He watches him. He's very proud of the person he's become.
that's nice.
So,
all right, Rahisha. Oh, I just got through emailing you. Thank you. Mama, Lisa, and Courtney, my question is, why do I lack focus and get distracted all the time, especially when studying, no matter how hard I tried? Is someone doing black magic?
no, it doesn't feel like black magic. It feels like, her name's Rahisha. Okay. There's an element of a pattern called self-sabotage here.
Oh, common.
So almost like if I do too well, then I get a little bit scared.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm just going to not focus and sabotage myself. So working on this pattern of self-sabotage. It's not conscious mind. So being mind, because she might be like, well, that doesn't make sense. You know, this isn't conscious mind. This is like, he's showing me like subconscious, like under the surface. So
is it coming from another lifetime?
No, it's this lifetime.
This lifetime. What can she do?
So there's different things to clear and heal the subconscious mind. There's various modalities.
Okay.
What's NLP or NEP? What's that?
Oh yeah, neuro-linguistic programming.
Okay, that's the letters I see. Might be very helpful.
Check that out. That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know as much about that as I'm saying it.
Okay. Nitish P from UK. Hi, I applied to my old university for a foundation degree. Will I be accepted? When will I know?
Nothing. She probably won't know anything till about June. Will she be accepted? I get yes. I get yes that she will be. And it feels like she'll know at the beginning of the summer, which I guess we're sort of in summer, but it's still spring.
Good.
Okay.
Courtney from Rochelle. Any messages from me?
Courtney to Courtney. Rochelle. She is needing to slow down a little bit. She's moving too fast. Rest. She needs to take some rest. It's almost like she feels like if I slow down, then everything's going to fall apart. But that's just a part, and I get that one. Trust me, that's part of my problem. But that is a belief that's not true. Not everything will be okay. She still needs to slow down and take care of herself in small ways.
Good. All right. Janice also wants to say, Janice Link, I think it is. Thank you, Eric, for the recent download on my tarot practice. Cool. All right.
That's awesome.
Mary Ann Scott, will I be able to sell my car quickly at the price I need?
Yes, and believe that it's already done.
Ooh, good. Believe it. Consider it done. Imagine yourself taking that check, putting it in the bank. All right. Vanessa Y. Any messages from my mom or dad? So we don't have their first names. Maybe.
Okay, let me see if I can try to get a hold of them.
Okay.
I have this, I don't know, I don't hear his name, but he says, "This is your father." Somebody died of cancer, I think.
Yeah.
It was a awful death, but I can't tell which one it was.
Okay.
But they're getting along better than they ever have. I don't know if they always got along on the planet. I mean, I think he said they got along, but they had their differences, they just it's normal, relationship stuff, but they're getting along really well. And they're very proud of her. She is set out to accomplish a lot for herself. She puts, what's the word? A lot of pressure on herself about what she wants to succeed, she's in lots of areas. They see that and they are really grateful that she has so much drive, but she doesn't need to put as much pressure on herself sometimes.
Good. We do that, don't we? Especially in the West. All right, Kentucky here. Any message for my cat Silky? She passed 7 weeks ago. Oh, baby. Her name is Kentucky.
I like that name. It's kind of fun. I'm sensing that Sylvie is the cat. So yeah.
Silky.
Okay. This Silky's like a soulmate. They're so close. It's been really almost like devastating. Sometimes we lose pets. It can be just as hard as we lose our family. This is what it felt like, losing family, right?
Yeah.
Silky is happy, playing, and enjoying life. And you can know that she will come to you in signs and symbols I'm seeing. So you'll see her. She's around.
Well, that's nice. All right, Brittany Levanti, any messages for me about my job?
Okay, this is what I hear. You're going to get a new one, actually. So
Okay.
it feels like something about your job you don't like, or it's not, or I can't figure it out. Is she in a job? I don't know exactly, but you're going to get a new one. So there you go.
Good. Is there anything she needs to do?
We're kind of putting her feelers out there. So put not in a way that's like, oh, I got to get a new job, that feeling, but more like,
more relaxed.
Get a new job now. I'm going to get a new job. That kind of vibe. Putting that out there.
Not a desperate vibe.
Exactly. And starting to look a little bit. Just do a little bit every day. A little bit every day.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. All right, Julie Ramos, any from sunny San Diego, yay. Any leads on a new job? My jewelry business is not lucrative since the pandemic. Yeah.
There will be a new job, and it's so interesting, but for some reason, getting her working again there'll be like a ripple effect. Does this make sense to you, Lisa, as I'm saying it? It's like a ripple, and it will help her jewelry business, even though there's no correlation in one sense. Energetically, she feels better. And then that begins to also kind of like start to happen again.
Good. So she started looking in any direction in particular?
It feels like, I see her in an office, and she's, I don't know the exact field, but I see her in an office, part of a team, and it feels possibly like something has connections to or done in the past, like it's revisiting an old career.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, Espen Andre from Norway, Norge. Ha det bra. Ha det så länge. Well, haven't seen him for Espen ever, so I don't know why I said that. Is there a message for my higher self? Do I sometimes channel spirit when I meditate? And could any scalar services help me?
Okay, so let me get
message
yes. Higher self. This is what I see for him. Automatic writing. So if you haven't
Mm.
ever done automatic writing, I'm seeing a blank notebook and like just writing messages, you're going to get a lot. That will strengthen the connection. Know that you are loved, cared for,
Oh.
loved more than anyone. Like, you know, it's this idea. I just feel this overwhelming love. It's
Oh, that's so nice. So
also automatic writing.
does Espen channel spirits? When
Yes, absolutely. That's, I think, why they're wanting the automatic writing to happen, because it feels like there'll be a strengthening of the connect. Something happens with the channel. It opens more strongly.
So
You know,
Espen also wants to know, would any scalar services be of benefit?
possibly the one where you, the psychic, there's like a mediumship one.
Oh yeah, mediumship.
Mhm,
Increased
mhm.
psychic. Okay, so look into that.
Mhm.
Pendulum ask, do automatic writing to ask. All right. Beatrice Hilke, Hilke, I don't know why I say everything with a weird accent. Anyway, I don't know. Hi, Beatrice here. Anything from Eric for me? Much love, Eric.
There's been a feeling of heaviness, stuckness, or things not moving.
Hmm.
He sees that, and it's hard to feel any different, but there is going to begin to be a shift. Hold on, because the shift in her life really comes in quickly, and everything, it's like a domino effect in a positive way. I know dominoes we can think of as negative, but it's not. Everything starts to change. This happens around July. So
that's
kind of
nice.
hold on. Not that far off.
Right. So Eric, you can help her, right?
Yeah, he will.
Oh,
He said he already is helping her.
Oh,
She's asked him.
oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
He's-
Susanna.
He's got a big list now.
Oh, I know. Oopsie, something happened here. Hang on. You know how it always does. Oh, here we go. Good. Susanna wants to get a message from Jimmy. Is that enough information? You don't have a town or last name?
Hold on. It feels fuzzy. I don't think I have.
More
Sorry.
information, guys.
Yeah.
Jackie M. I know who you are, Jacqueline. Will things work out at our new home in New Jersey?
Yeah, it looks really like a positive place for your family. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any messages from our guides for them?
Trust.
Okay.
That one's hard to do, especially with real estate, how it is right now. Everybody's like, there's no homes, everything's so expensive, which it is. But this, you have to trust. Yeah.
Anna Maria from the UK. What is my exact birth time? I don't know if you can answer that, Courtney. That's a bit much, but
I don't know. I need the day. I can probably get it if I need the day.
Okay.
All right.
And then whether it's morning, night, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. Kelly Guido. Kelly, any message from my Aunt Colleen?
Colleen feels like almost like a best friend, or even like just like closer than an aunt typically, like they're really, really close. She's taking trips. She's like traveling. She's doing all these things that she didn't. I mean, it's funny because they're like, how do you take trips in the spirit world? Like, what do you do?
Oh yeah, you can do it.
But you can do anything you want. But she's getting to, I see this like convertible with the top down, her hair flying in the wind. She's enjoying life.
That's awesome.
She's great. So happy.
Any advice for Kelly from Colleen?
She's laughing because she says she always gives Kelly advice. She talks to Kelly quite often. Kelly talks to her. It feels like they have an ongoing, just how you talk to Eric. That the only advice she gives is to remember to enjoy life.
Yeah.
Because it goes by fast.
Yeah, like Colleen's doing that.
Yeah. And, you know,
Afterlife.
sometimes it goes by faster than you think. You know, you think you might have all this time and, you know, you may not.
Okay.
I've also got this like weird head thing. So I don't know how she died but I feel this headache. So,
Oh.
okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Jody Williamson, does my guardian angel have a message for me? And by the way, Sandra Figg said the death was sudden. So you were right on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Jody Williamson, message from guardian angel.
That she is supported and loved. It's a female guardian angel. I hear the name Gina, so I feel like that's your
saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that she's supported and loved. She's had a feeling sometimes in her life of people not understanding her, not quite getting her, like,
yeah,
you know, feeling like not outcast necessarily, but just like you don't quite fit in with the group or the crowd or the like.
I know,
girl, I get it, girl. I mean, you know, look at my job.
You know? I know.
Yeah, but she is really has like a love and support with this spirit family. So.
That's wonderful. All right, Shala Uten, does my mother, Shala, by the way, is from Comanche, Iowa. I remember that, reading it out in the Skitter field a lot. Does my mother, we don't have a name, have a message for me? But Shala Uten is a very interesting, not very common name, so maybe you can pick something up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, this one's funny. She said that she needs to learn to hear messages from her mom. She's not like listening always. She doesn't get them. Asking her mom, we have like another message about her life too. Asking her mom to come in dreams, that feels easier somehow. They can talk. Her mom's a like pretty practical, down to earth kind of lady. Didn't necessarily talk to mediums or anything like that, but you know, Shala is more into that kind of stuff, she says. But she's proud of her in the direction she has gone in her life. And she can see from the other side that there is more to life than she understood when she was on the planet.
Right. All right. So what is something practical that Shala can do to communicate, to get these messages?
Dreams feel like it.
Okay,
dreams are important and kind of like, you know, a couple things. One, strengthening her ability to remember dreams, because it feels like they just kind of like wipe away. She doesn't remember them very well.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That would be the helpful.
Anna Maria from the UK, you know, she asked about the exact time of birth, but we didn't get it. So she has another question. I've been online dating for a while and I think it's not working for me. Can Eric tell me if online dating is right for me or should I try something else?
It feels like it eventually works, actually. I mean, I'm not a huge online dating, whatever fan. You can clear the energy. This is, who knew? You can clear the energy of like what you're broadcasting into the world through your profile.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Rainy Catania, why can I never be on time anywhere? That's funny.
Huh. This is a past life pattern. That's funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You clear it. Yeah, okay, you can clear it.
So I know, Rainy, I've done work on you. Maybe you need the tune-up, which has bleed through blockage. Of course, you know, blocks bleed through from other lives. But of course, Courtney can help you too. All right, guys, we're going to call it quits right now. And y'all be sure to give more information if you can. Y'all have been better about it. I really do think so. And be sure you don't ask multiple questions, you know, because we have so many people we want to show some love to. Anyway, CourtneyDillon.com.
Thank you, everyone. I hope everyone has a great day. And thank you, Lisa.
This was wonderful, Courtney. You're amazing. CourtneyDillon.com. And Eric, I love you, sweet thing.
He loves you too.
Did Eric throw the sign off of the front of my house?
He says, you know it.
Yeah, because there was no wind and he's been doing
No,
it.
it's just like, yeah, no, it's him.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
All right.
he just likes to make sure you remember he's around.
I always do. All right. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share.